momentum, and I'm meadsy69. Welcome back to the channel. And of course, the battle pass has already begun. June's battle pass, and of course, it brings you a new tier 6 collectible tank. What is the tank like, and is it worth getting the battle pass for? So straight off the bat, I say it every single month. I could actually just put it on record, so I don't have to say this every single month, but yes, the battle pass is worth it. Now, the battle pass has changed, or it's at least, yes, the battle pass has changed. So now it does cost a little bit more for the battle pass, but you get a license with it. So basically, you used to have to buy the battle pass, and then you used to have to buy the license on top of the battle pass if you wanted the license. So basically, what a license is it allows you to pretty much skip all these weeks. So yeah, it's so instead of if you don't have a license, you've got to have just week 1, and then after week 1 you go to week 2. But when you have a license there, you could just do all 4 weeks at a time. So it is worth having. But yeah, the battle passes will be a little bit more, but you do get that license in with that battle pass. And it looks like I don't know if it's this update. I think it's actually from it could be from July, because I thought it was this update, but by the look of it, it's yeah, it's not this update. So I must got it wrong. It might be next update. But nevertheless, still, the battle pass is worth buying. A few pounds, you know. If you use Huawei as well, which I used to sponsor at the moment. I'm not doing any sponsors with Huawei. Just having a couple of months break from them. But they are still doing the bundles, the campaigns where you can get the battle pass for cheaper. So yeah, with everything that you get with the battle pass, it is still definitely worth it. Of course, you get the tier 4 tank at the start there, the Covenanter. In fact, it is this battle pass. I do apologise. It is this battle pass. I just don't have the battle pass on this account. That's why it's not unlocked. So yeah, from this battle pass. So yeah, you get the Covenanter. Obviously, you can see you get some kit coins there, the new currency, and then the tank that you get is the Aeonix. The Aeonix. What is the tank like? Now, I'm straight off the bat, it's not a fun tank. It isn't a great tank. And that's, again, my personal opinion. Just playing it, I played it for a few games trying to get the footage. It is not a fantastic tank. Now, it is basically a Skoda T25, the Czechoslovakia tank. And of course, you've also got the Spark, which is pretty much the same as well. So I don't know why Wargaming do this. You know, now we've pretty much got 3 of the same tank. I just don't know why Wargaming do it. I really don't know why they do it. We don't need 3 of the same tank, especially when they're not the best of tanks. So it is an autoloader. Just let's have a look at the stats of the tank. So armor wise, you've got no armor. You've got a big turret. You've got a flat turret. So you'll get penetrated all day long. So you're not going to bounce hardly anything in this tank. DPM 1620. It's an autoloader, average really for an autoloader. Your reload magazine is 14.7 seconds on your reload. Shell reload time is 1.5. Now, it doesn't sound a lot. That 1.5 don't sound a lot, but in the game, you really do feel it. And I do honestly think that this could actually be brought down to around 1 second. I think it would make it a little bit better. But yeah, 1.5, it doesn't seem a lot for an autoloader, but yeah, it does. You do suffer a little bit with that. So you've got 3 shells in your magazine, penetration 139 on your AP, 194 on your APCR, 42 on your HE. You've got 160 alpha on your AP, 135 on your APCR, and 175 on your HE. Aim time is 3.1. Yeah, not too bad, but nothing too special. And the dispersion isn't the greatest at 0.326. You do have, however, 10 degrees of gun depression. Now, playing this game, to be honest, I didn't feel like it had that 10 degrees of gun depression. When I'm playing, this is the first time I've actually seen the stats. I would not have guessed it was 10 degrees. I would have guessed it was like 6, 7 at most. But yeah, it clearly states 10 degrees of gun depression. You've got a top speed of 57 kilometers per hour as well. But yeah, playing the tank, I mean, it just doesn't feel fun. It does not feel fun whatsoever. When you get penetrated by tier 5s very easily, tier 7s just annihilate you. Your penetration does kind of suck, because I have struggled to penetrate a lot of tanks that come in front of me, and I do have to switch to APCR quite often. And when you have to switch to APCR, you do then suffer with your DPM. Your DPM dramatically decreases because, of course, your premium rounds do less alpha than your normal rounds, so you are having less of DPM. The speed's nice, the speed is nice, I do admit, but that's, for me, the gun depression. Obviously at 10 degrees it didn't feel like 10 degrees for me, but yeah, overall it's not a fun tank to play. It's definitely not a battle pass tank that I would regularly play, unlike some, you know, Cryos, wink wink. So there are some battle passes that are good, or battle pass tanks that are good, but yeah, this one does fall for me at the bottom of the pack. Not right at the bottom, there are worse battle pass tanks in the game, but yeah, it does feel definitely maybe in the top 5, like the worst battle pass tanks. And again, this is just my opinion. You guys might play it and you guys might actually like the tank, but for me, I just feel it is a useless tank. It is a useless tank. When you're in tier 7s, you're not going to do a lot. You're not going to do too much damage when you're up against tier 7s. When you're up against tier 5s, okay, you might do some, but when you're on your reload, you can get bullied. You really can be bullied when you're on that long reload. So you can see here, this is mainly where I felt the gun depression. I thought, you know, in this kind of position, I thought, you know, 8 degrees or 9, 10 degrees, I thought I would have been able to get these shots, but I'm struggling. I was struggling to get my gun down enough to get the damage there on the Object 244. So as you can see, we got penetrated. We're not going to bounce anything. Now, he's not looking at us, so we are going to go for him. So you can see we can penetrate, of course, the lower plate on that tank. Just you should be able to penetrate most lower plates on tier 6s or tier 5s or even some tier 7s. But there are a lot of tanks that you do actually have to switch to the APCR. So yeah, it's not a fun tank. We're probably not going to watch all the battle because I do end up losing. I mean, here the Bazota, you can see, yeah, we can get the lower plate and that is about it. And then I missed my shot up there and hit his side. But overall, Battle Pass is still worth it because it is cheap. You do get a lot for your money. You get the Covenanter as well. You get some kit coins. You get some gold. You get some premium. You get just about everything. So it is worth buying the Battle Pass, but it's definitely not going to be a tank that I ever play. Of course, eventually I'm going to try and get the Mastery Badge on it because that is what I do. I try and get Mastery Badges on almost every tank I play. But yeah, overall, it's not a fun tank, but definitely still worth getting that Battle Pass for. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. I'm meadsy69, and I will catch you all very soon. Bye-bye. With